So there's the misinformation, I'll quote myself, misinformation that, well, Iran wants to assassinate Trump. First off, it wouldn't matter to fucking Iran if they assassinated Trump. Then what they have is Kamala, because for one thing, men don't have to play up to the I'm tough as much, so that we can actually, the last resort, we can actually wait until the last resort and take our sweet time before proliferating and initiating any kind of warfare. We don't have to jump to it so quick to show, impress everybody that we're tough too. So we take longer, even though we are talking about it now. And I don't know why Trump is talking about bombing Iran and supporting Israel and all this shit. Is that the white frailty part? Because I'm not getting the white frailty from Trump. I'm not getting it. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by white frailty? Just be okay, Kamala panders to a lot of propagandistic pro-black sentiment that is not who she is, because she changes her accent, starts talking like a black person, or changes her accent and starts talking like, I don't know, like whatever, right? So just my intuition, and as a fail-safe, and because of the precedent for a large nation with an oligarchy of its own, to place their people strategizing based on who they think people identify with, so they can plot and plan, and then they can select the worst of that which we might resonate with, and instead have them be completely for another purpose, and as like an operative. Duh, like what could you fucking expect? And that is the reason why women shouldn't vote and be out of politics. It's not because you hate women or you think that they're not smart or anything. It's just because what happens is, do you want war or do you not want war? Are you for war? So because she's not saying that the first thing we're going to do is bomb Iran, she'll change her message as soon as because that's what they have to do. Did you notice that all the back and forth between all these little rockets and everything flying back and forth, that at any time they could have just said fucking, well, I guess that's even, but nobody ever says, oh, even Stevens. Nobody ever says, okay, that time, okay, what, and the same thing in the drill culture is the same thing with Israel and Iran and shit, because it's like that too. Like, everybody says you got to slide, but then we already know that the result is to perpetuate more and more, and so people indirectly affected, you get to watch them die. Isn't that great? If you wouldn't have fucking proliferated, that shit would be over and squashed. But when you have one side that is so fucking nitpicking, and they're just so tedious and nitpicking, and they need the war. So it's like you understand why it doesn't work. It's because they have a limited time where they have to start a war and act on it in order to buffer zone and do all the shit that they need to do. Okay, but that's not our problem. It's not our number one modus operandi to make sure that Israel has this huge buffer zone. And whether they have it or not, I wouldn't give a fuck. So I wouldn't be hater and say that they can't have it once they got it. And now that and if before they have it, I wouldn't say that they need to plot and scheme, saber rattle and instigate in order to get it either. Because I don't care, because it's not my problem. So stop fucking asking us fucking, I don't want to vote on your country shit. I should be banned. You should block block me from having an opinion on your shit. I don't give a fuck. You can't, make sure that you watch everything I say and everything. So just, Kamal is not going to bomb Iran. That's a joke. And she has been pandering to like propagandistic, black, for disingenuous reasons. So does that mean that Trump is also wrong because she's doing something wrong? Then you have to get Trump too. So Trump, white, frail. So it's Kamala Harris placating, kissing up, politicizing black people's issues, and then she can flip flop all she wants to and do whatever she wants to. Again, like the whole setup for disappointment that politics is, because we can act like we don't have an idea or clue that she's going to bomb Iran. So Trump has to also be wrong and guilty of something too. Now he's human and wrong and guilty of whatever the fuck he's wrong and guilty of, but it just doesn't pop. It just doesn't arise out of the fact that we got a bone to pick with Kamala that Trump is also wrong. Come on, stop that shit. What the fuck is that? Like, can you call out Kamala Harris and then fucking not say that Trump has white fragility, whatever? Like, explain the white fragility. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know that there's a such thing as ethnocentrism, bigotry, prejudice, and profiling. You're gonna act like I don't know all these things exist based on, well, you didn't fucking condemn Trump? Well, I don't know. I mean, Snoop Dogg and it was tight with Trump, and Eminem and everybody was tight with Trump. Is that supposed to mean is that supposed to make Trump look good? Like, Snoop is fucking dog pound. He's scared of Tupac and probably has something to do, allegedly, with fucking killing Pac. So we get everybody, let him slide. They got away with it. If they got away with it, you have to act like I'm not the police. I don't have to act like nothing.